McCain advisor said about what Hillary Clinton is doing to Obama, quote, "It's manna from heaven." I mean, it's a gift they couldn't have possibly expected that fell in their lap. She's trying to rip him to shreds. They don't have to do a thing about it, and they can turn around and be like, what? What? Hillary Clinton said. Hillary Clinton went on the Bill O'Reilly show. It's going to air today and tonight and tomorrow night. And they're, leaking some of the transcripts and some of the video of it to, get people jazzed up about it, tease it. And, of course, Hillary Clinton says, I was outraged and offended by what Reverend Wright said, and that's exactly what Obama said. So, congratulations to you. You're both outraged. You're both offended. Congratulations. Okay. But anyway, here's the part that people aren't really focusing in on that I saw, and as soon as I saw it, I was like, that's interesting. O'Reilly says to Hillary Clinton, well, he's going into this long thing about the difference between her and Obama, and he says, Obama's more liberal than you are. See, what's happened is the Republicans have decided Hillary Clinton has no chance of winning. Barack Obama is going to be the candidate. While Hillary's still around, let's use her to attack Obama in every way we can. And let's say, you know how we think Hillary Clinton is the most liberal thing ever, right? But we're going to frame Obama as even more liberal than her. And we're going to say that he's winning the Democratic primary because he's more liberal than she is. He's more to the left, and he's more of a loony left, radical left guy. And Hillary Clinton goes on there and lets Bill O'Reilly do it. She's like, oh, go to work on this guy. And he sets up the questions in ways, in the questions that I've read so far, and the ones that they have released, he sets up the questions in a way to say, like, doesn't he have these real big electoral problems? And Hillary Clinton's like, oh, absolutely. Obama's just got huge electability problems, and here's this problem, here's that problem, here's that problem. See, Bill, the reason they're both loving this is because Hillary Clinton obviously is working against Obama in this election cycle and possibly the next. And Bill O'Reilly's thinking, great, here I'm getting one of the top Democrats to make the case I want to make against Obama in the general election. And I'm going to bring out these quotes and be like, hey, look, even Hillary Clinton, liberal, Democratic stalwart Hillary Clinton, said Barack Obama is not electable because of X, Y, and Z. I didn't say it. I didn't say it. Now, Clinton now says she's behind Obama, but how could she really be behind him when she said he wasn't fit for to be commander-in-chief, and he didn't know how to handle the economy, and, his got questionable judgment because of his pastor, etc. I didn't say it. Hillary Clinton said it. Doing so much damage on a useless, futile effort by Hillary Clinton, unless, of course, it's not useless and futile. She hopes to do that kind of damage so he loses this election, and she's ready to go right back at him in 2012. I don't know if that's the case, but it's certainly looking like it because Politico has another GOP strategist and former RNC research director, Barbara Comstock. They quoted her, and she said about Hillary Clinton, quote, she's our best surrogate. In other words, she's doing the best job that the Republican Party could possibly hope for. Surrogates are people who go out on TV and in other places and in the media and do you're fighting for you. She's saying Hillary Clinton's the best one we got. We couldn't possibly ask for a Republican to do nearly as good a job as she is in attacking someone who is clearly going to be our opponent in the fall.